Then we do mindful eating, eating cake. Yeah. And there are sharing sessions. So this is the end of the program, and one of the parents join us. Okay. So basically, mindfulness meditation, it has these elements of being aware, right? Aware of your emotions, aware of your body sensation, and be in the present moment, focus, and then be very open and receptive, and be non-judgment, right? So this loving kindness meditation is to help them develop this deep sense of love and kindness, right, towards self and others. Right? We always being kind to others, but sometimes to ourselves we can be quite harsh. So I'm teaching the children to be kind to themselves. So there are three components in this program. First, I teach them how to calm the mind, then to develop self-awareness, then finally develop loving kindness. Go through step by step. And these are the activities that we have. So teaching loving kindness, right? We all know this Metta Sutta, the Four Immeasurables. These are too theoretical for the children, right? So I take up all the religious elements and make it very simple and direct, right? So what do you mean by self-love? I tell the children, you need to love yourself. What do you mean by loving yourself? Be kind to yourself and take care of yourself. And you know how to take care of yourself. This is known as self-management, self-regulation. Yeah, and one thing I find it very interesting is our children do not know how to rest. They are so tired, but they do not know how to rest. So I tell them, you love yourself, right? So allow yourself to rest when you're tired. This is self-love. This is loving kindness. Right? I also teach them time management, and I find that children don't do their homework because what? They do not know. They got too, sometimes it's challenged, they don't know, and they give up. So I said, by giving up, are you loving yourself? No, you need to love yourself, do your work. Right? Why your daddy push you? Why your daddy push you? Why your mommy push you? Because your daddy, your mommy care. And so they want you to do your homework, but do you love yourself? Right? So I realized that because actually I was given a group of children who are low performers. Their Chinese is terribly poor, so they were put in this Chinese class. Then the teacher told me, not only the Chinese were poor, the other subjects are also very poor. They always don't do their homework. They always say, I forget to do my homework. I forget to bring my homework. Then later I found out that it's not that they forget, they just reject. Right? Then the way they cope with it is I forget. So I told them, I said, you need to love yourself. Alright, so doesn't matter because our whole education system is always testing and testing and testing, and then they always see the cross and make mistake. They got so fearful of their mistake, so they don't want to try at all. So I tell them, don't worry, right? Just do it. Whether you do it correctly or not is secondary. The first step is you need to love yourself, right? Do it. By doing, it means you love yourself, right? Then you know where you make mistake and you carry on for them. And even if you make mistake, learn to love yourself, encourage yourself. It's okay. I make mistake. I will try harder. I learn from my mistake. So children do not know this. They are so fearful. If they make mistake, the parents scold them, the teachers scold them. They get so fearful that they shut off. So teaching them how to love themselves is very important, right? So that's how I taught them, right? So as I said, each were given a set of logbook with a set of facial expression. Right? Children love stickers. So I give the children each a set of stickers and a set of logbook. So each time they come to my class, they have to check in. How are you feeling now? Okay, tell me, how are you feeling? Choose one of the stickers. You can only choose one. Then they choose and paste. After meditation, at the end of the session, okay, check out. Tell me, how are you feeling now? Look at the stickers, choose one and stick it. And I also tell the children, it's not limited here. Right? It's not limited here. You can draw any face or write any word. So I find that actually children, sometimes they don't feel good, but they do not have the vocabulary to express themselves. By giving them this set of facial expression, you're teaching them the vocab of emotions. Then when they know their emotion, they are able to deal with their emotions. Yeah? And I love to teach children because they are so adorable and they are so frank. So there was once, I give them the open space. I say, tell me exactly how you feel. Right? And then you realize there's one empty one, don't know. Right? I say, if you don't know, say you don't know. It's okay that you don't know. Right? So if you have any other emotion apart from here, you are free to express. So there was one morning, this boy after meditation, he came to me, teacher, I want the sticker for sleepy. Yeah, so they are very frank. They are not like adults who say, "Aya paise lah." Okay, they will try to give all the good ones. No, kids, they will tell you the truth. I say, I don't have the sticker for sleepy. Then you can draw a sleepy face. Okay, that's what I told them. Right? So that helps me to develop more emotions in my future research. Right? So we really got to be very, very open. Allow them to be what they are, who they are. So this is what happened. So what I did was, I get the children to paste the stickers, right? Each time they check in and check out. Then at the end of the whole program, I count the stickers. So this is what it came out. So when they come in, actually the children are quite happy. They are all primary 4 students. They are quite happy. So you can see here, when they come in, check in, happy got the highest in terms of positive emotions, right? But when they check out, calm. So there is a distinct jump, here from 40-something to 180-something. A distinct jump in the level of calmness. And let's take a look at the negative emotions, right? So of all the negative emotions here, the highest stood up was lousy. They felt lousy. And why they feel lousy? Because they're very tired. And recently the newspaper came out that our children do not have enough sleeps. Yeah, so actually our children, they are very, very tired. So I have this facial expression, lousy. Then when they put lousy, they put there very tired. Right? So this got the highest score, and the other one was worry. Right? Then after meditation, check out, it dropped tremendously in terms of the negative emotions. So very simply, from this program, from the count of this, you can tell that it brings about an increase in positive emotions, and it brought about a decrease in the negative emotions, right? Okay, so so if you look at this chart, it will show that here they came in very happy, right? Then the happiness level dropped. Are they less happy after the meditation? No, actually it all comes to the calm, right? So this this chart will track the movement of their emotions, right? So the horizontal one, right, means come in. This one comes out, right? So how you tell, okay? For example, if you look at this, if you look at A1, that means I have 8 students who come in with calm and come out with calm. Okay? Then A2 means 53 come in with happy. This part is happy, come in. 53 come in with happy, but go out with calm. Okay? This one is 53 coming with very excited, then come out with calm. Right? So this will track the changes. And this is a summary, okay? So in terms of increase in emotion, right, it raised from about 350 to 420. Right? In terms of decrease in emotion, right, come in with 120-something negative emotion, but at the end, it drops to 40-something. Okay? So So from this research, actually, I have find that actually there is some unseen sufferings among our children, and there is a diminishing happiness among our children. Okay, in terms of the USA, right? They did a research, they did a survey. 61% of them says that they are happy at the age of 9. By the age of 12, it drops to 36%. Right? Actually, our whole education system really made our children very, very unhappy. Right? Learning is supposed to be happy, but very sad. Right? So, in terms of our Singapore context, right? In terms of this research, as I say, I have 48 stickers, right, who says that they are very tired, right? And I have 26 stickers says that they are worried because they fear of the test anxiety. Right? So this is our Singapore context, right? So what really stood out in this research is really the level of calmness, increase consistently every session. For every session, there is an increase in the level of calmness, right? So what does this has to say? Why is it important, right? So Daniel Goleman is a person who did a lot of research on negative emotions, and then he says that actually stress handicaps our abilities for learning, for holding information in the working memory, for reaching flexibility and creativity, right? For focusing attention at will, and for planning and organizing effectively, right? Certain amount of stress is good for child to study, but when they get overheated, overstressed, that becomes a negative impact on them. All right. So if you want to learn more about, you can go to the YouTube. You click in the heart-brain connection. So this Richard Davidson, he did a very extensive research. He's a neuroscientist. He did a very extensive research on loving kindness, right? How it affects our brain, how loving kindness affects our brain, and how it affects the education of a child, right? If you want to, I can't show you because I do not have enough time. So, but on your own free time, you can go to the YouTube and look for that. So, okay, just to share, right, in terms of character development, right? So I have this boy, right? He has ADHD and got reading problems, dyslexia. He has been seeing the counselor for a long time, but not much improvement. And then according to the counselor, whenever he has issue with his friend, it's always his friend's fault. He never got to see his fault. And then when the counselor went through his logbook, the counselor was shocked to see he has this facial expression. He says upset, right? And why is he upset? He said, I did something wrong. He began to develop some awareness already, this boy. Right? By practicing loving kindness, by practicing this mindfulness, he began to be aware of himself. He says that I did something bad. Yeah. So in the past, when he sees the counselor, he never admit his mistake. Yeah. Then he says, this one, he said, I come in early. You know, this group of children, the little performers, their spelling is terrible. I am early, right? So they feel very happy because the happiness comes from within, not from punishment or from reward. That they are able to come into the class early on time. They say, I'm early, he's happy, right? And this one, I feel happy because I reach school on time for my lesson. Yeah, right? So teaching them all this self-management, self-love that they are willing. So, and then he said, I feel excited because I did my homework with effort yesterday. Remember I was telling, I tell the children, you got to love yourself. Right? Do your homework as a form of love. Do your homework with love. Right? Don't give up. Right? Then this one, because they're sitting to the friend next, her partner sitting next to her was usually late, and that day he came in early. She said, I felt happy because person came in happy. You know, these are social skills, their relationship with their friends, right? So let's take a look at loving kindness and social intelligence, right? So this one, when he came in, he put this blue sticker which says, I don't know. Then later check out, he said, I put these stickers because I can send loving to others. What happened was, it was a recess session. After recess session, one of the boys came in from recess, and he was crying away. So I took this opportunity to let the children to listen to his cry and send their loving kindness to him. Empathizing and send loving kindness. So when he checked out, he says, I felt happy because I can send loving kindness. Yeah? So this is part of character development, right? How wonderful if the society is like this. Everybody love each other and can send loving kindness to each other. And then this person, he came in, he was happy, but when go out, he was sad. He said, I feel sad because my friend is crying. Right? He began to feel with his friend, empathize with his friend. And mind you, those who wrote all this, they are boys. They are not girls. I have more boys, I have about 14 boys and 15 girls in the class. And this one came in very excited. Then later he said, Wei Zi is crying, I do not know what happened. And I want to say, may you be well and happy, and may you be free from fear and worry. See, kids are wonderful. They learn very fast. They know. Yeah? So it's about the same, you know. They know how to send living. Then this one, because his friend came in early. Yeah? So let's look at how mindfulness helps in terms of academic support, right? This is that here he felt very confident. Okay, very attentive, very confident. He said, I felt confident. I think if I remember correctly, this is confident, this is attentive. No, sorry, the other way around. He said, this is confident, this is attentive, right? He said, I feel attentive because I am ready for lesson. Yeah? So if you teach them mindfulness, they calm their mind and they are ready for lesson. So this is certainly going to help the children learn, and certainly going to help the teacher to teach better, right? Then check up, he says that I feel confident, right? Then this boy came in a little bit late, but the whole class is already meditating, right? Usually in the schools, is after recess, the boy is still very active, hyperactive, right? Very difficult to settle the class. But in this class, they have to sacrifice 5 minutes of their recess time, and they come into my class to meditate. So after recess, this boy coming a bit late, he said, oh, it's quiet. Yeah? So you set the class environment for them to study. So he check out, right? Came in still very playful, and check out, I attentive, and I can learn. They know it, right? They are attentive, they can learn. So again, this one, he did his homework, right? With love. So this one, he said, I'm so tired. After meditation, not so tired. Yeah, kids, very direct. They don't give you fanciful language, but very direct, just a few words. Right here, coming very excited, then he said, I feel relaxed now. Right? Say, I'm attentive, now I can learn. Right? Okay, so this is a very interesting case about these boys I mentioned just now. He got ADHD and he got dyslexia. And then he is a very disorganized boy, right? The school counselor even has to teach him these life skills, how to put your things back into your bag, how to take it out and put it back and organize it properly. He don't even know what he has in his bag, and his bag is in a big mess. So to his counselor, he was a very disorganized person, right? And then in one of the meditation sessions, I asked him, I said, okay, tell me, are you breathing slow or fast? Are you breathing deep or shallow? Are you feeling tense or relaxed? So I get them these 3 questions and let them do meditation to observe for themselves. And among the 19 students, he was the only one that present in a tabulated form. So do you think this boy is stupid? Do you think he's disorganized? So actually there is something blocking him. Right? He has his intelligence, but because of the meditation and the loving kindness, it opened him up. So just to show, to compare his work with others. So this girl sit next to him. She only managed one item. He managed 3 items. Right? This girl only gave me, I breathe. When I come in, very excited, breathing very fast. After meditation, come down, breathe slow. Yeah? This one, he got everything. Come in, he feel very tense, breathing was deep and fast. Check out, right? He's shallow, slow, relaxed. Very messy. Compared to him, wonderful, isn't it? So the counselor was shocked to see. I said, oh, this is 1DS. He said, oh, he couldn't believe it. Right? And this is what he wrote. I did something bad. Right? And this is his test paper. Right? According to the Chinese teacher, this boy only tried MCQ, multiple choice, tikam, tikam. Right? If he's lucky, he score high marks. If he's not lucky, and then when it comes to question and answer, he just leave it blank. He will never even attempt. He just gave up on himself. So in this semester, right, he attempted every questions. But you can see his answer all garbage. But he's beginning to learn. Oh, yeah. He's beginning to learn. There was one session I stay back. I stay back and see what the teacher are teaching. The teacher was revising the test with them. And the teacher told them, your answer 如果因为你要犯所以所以 the teacher told them. And then even if you give me the right answer, 你没有给我句号，我扣分。So he learned. So he put 因为 because all the while he never learned ma, don't give me all the garbage. Then 所以 full stop. But our education system couldn't give him marks. It's so sad. What the teacher could is only how encourage him. Right? So this is what happened to this boy. Right? Again, he's beginning to learn. Right? Then there was once I asked them, okay, you must love yourself. Tell me, okay, set yourself a good aspiration. What do you hope to see? What changes do you hope to see in yourself? He lived opposite the school, but late every day. Yeah, so then I said, what do you hope to see? What sort of changes you hope to see yourself? Right, love yourself. And he said this, I never late. Right? Actually, our children, they are wonderful. Right? Nobody want to be a bad child. Right? We all wanted to be good. It's how we guide them. Right? How we give them the skills that they needed to grow up to become a better person. Right? And then he meditated, I feel peaceful. Right? So he has been neglected by the parents, been neglected by the schools. Right? It's a very sad case. Right? When I see, I felt so sorry. And really, I want to bring this top program to more children, to help the children. Right? So, according to survey, right, one of the cause for our happiness among our children is tests. Right? Our children feel tests very much. Right? So much so that they feel, actually I have, let me take a look. All right. According to the Ministry of Social and Family Development, he said 17%, right? 17% of our children fear their parents and guardian dying. 17%. But when it comes to fear of test and examination, 36%. When I look at this, I got very disturbed. Our children is taking tests and exam more important than the death of the parents. 36% fail tests, but only 17% fail the parents die. Yes? Yeah, again. It's very possible, but we are not teaching the children the value of the parents. You see? Yeah. Okay. In that sense, it could be the way the questionnaire is phrased. So it's not an issue of possible or not possible. It's the issue of how you feel in terms of real terms, right? So, well, from what you're saying, maybe we have to go back to how this Ministry of Social and Family Development did the research and how was the question developed and phrased. Yeah. Mm. No, exactly. I'm coming to the point. It's not the possibility, it's the fear of parents, right? Because the point I'm trying to bring out here is, if your parents pass away, that's it, no more. But you fail a test and exam, you can try it again. You see? But we are not teaching our children this sort of values. You see, it will become very terrible if our nation grow up to be only tests. My parents die, never mind. Tests more important. It's terrible, right? Yeah, but again, you have a good point. Is we have to see how the question is phrased. As you say, it might be phrased in the way the children say, "No, I don't think my parents will die." Yeah, so you got that point there. Yeah, but we have to really give our children the value. If your parents die, no more, no. Right, but you fail the test, you can try again, right? So test is secondary, right? But valuing, respecting, filial piety, loving our parents is very, very important. Yes. 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 Yeah. Uh, yeah. So it is not that. Yes. Mm. Mm. Okay, let's say you let the children compare which is more important. If your daddy is dying and you're having the test, which one do you choose? Yeah, yeah. Mm. Mm. Yeah. That's why I say that we have to also go back and look at how the research, how the survey was done, how the question was phrased. Yeah. Mm. Phrased. Mm. uh, 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 they never die. Okay, so let's carry on, right? So, but basically, we could see that in our children's context, they feel late, being late. Huh? So, based on the very short research that I done, it's only 8 weeks. In fact, it's 7 weeks. The last week was for celebration, so it's only 7 weeks, and a very small sample group of 19 students. Somebody raise a hand. Yep. Yeah. Mm. Yes. Yes. Mm. Yeah. Yeah. Yes. Than the parents, yes, yes. So there's this something like come out from my research, right? So I think it's something that when I go in, I just want to explore, what is the impact of mindfulness on the children. Then based on their qualitative, because apart from quantitative, I also bring in the qualitative aspects for them to write. And I found out all this, and I think, yeah, we need to do a little bit more work here. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Yes. Yes. Yes.